Hello students, today we will be discussing class 9 new numbers and we are on page number 52 and we will be discussing the second question. So second question is as follows. Second question shows that in the picture there is an equilateral triangle. This equilateral triangle is cut into two halves. Okay, you can see this equilateral triangle is cut into two halves. This is the equilateral triangle. Here is 2 meter, this is 2 meter, and this side is also, three sides are 2 meter. It is cut into two halves, that is why it is split. Okay, it is cut into through two halves through the vertex. Through the vertex means the top vertex it is cut. So what is the perimeter of this part, first part, and how much is the perimeter of the whole triangle? Less than this small part. Okay, the whole triangle less than this small part. Two things we have to find. First is the perimeter of this small part and how much is the perimeter of the whole triangle. Whole triangle means the full triangle. So answer we can write. Answer is as follows. Answer is since we know this is a equilateral triangle, this is a equilateral triangle, so all sides would be 2 meters. So we have taken one side. One side, if we split into two halves, so one side the base would be 1 meter, because this is an equilateral triangle, so base will be evenly split. So let's take the half side, this one half side. Okay, so let that base be 1 meter. Since this is an equilateral triangle, triangles will be split into two halves, so it has to be equally split. So that is why we have taken this as 1 meter, base as 1 meter. Hypotenuse, you are already aware, it is given in the question that it is 2 meter. Okay, so by using the Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. So hypotenuse square is 2 meter square. So since we are not using that meter square, so that confusion is not there. Base is 1 meter, and since we don't know altitude, we have marked it as a small p. You can take A, B, C, D, whichever alphabet you want. I have taken small p. Okay, when you shift this one square to the opposite side of the equal to, it will become minus. The plus sign will become minus. That is why 2 square minus 1 square. 2 into 2 is 4, 1 into 1 is 1. That is why we get 3 is equal to p square. Now this p square, this square if you take to the opposite side, you are already aware, you have to see my previous videos to understand why it is becoming root 3. So since the answer is in meters, so you have to write the final answer in meters. Okay, so perimeter of this small triangle, what is the perimeter? Perimeter of this, perimeter means outer side, we are finding out, of the small triangle is equal to first side, second side, and third side we have already found out, root 3 meter. So we have to add this all three sides, 1, 2, 3. So we have added first side 2 meters, second side 1 meter, third side root 3 meter. So that is how we got the perimeter is root 3m, 3 meters plus root 3 meter. Okay, now we have to find out the perimeter of the larger triangle. To find the perimeter of the larger triangle, we have to write down like this. Perimeter of the larger triangle is equal to first side, second side plus second side, then the third side. So since you are already aware, it is all 3 root 2 2 meter, 2 meter, all sides are 2 meter since this is an equilateral triangle. So that is why 2 meter plus 2 meter plus 2 meter is equal to 6 meter. Now you have to minus from this bigger triangle the smaller triangle perimeter. So perimeter of the bigger triangle minus perimeter of the smaller triangle. So we have to write down this 6 meter has come from here, 6 meter minus this answer has come from here, 3 meters plus root 3 meters. So if we take the bracket out, the minus sign from the outer side inside the bracket, we will get 6 meter minus 3, and this minus sign will go over here and it will become minus root 3 meter. So this is how we got the root 3 meter minus root 3 meter. Okay, so this is the final answer. Hello students, today we will be discussing question number 3, page number 52, class 9th, new numbers. Okay, page number 52, class 9, new numbers. And the question number 3 consists of the following. Question number 3 states that calculate the perimeter of the triangle as shown. So there is a triangle shown, and this triangle over here, this triangle has one angle is 30 degree, one angle is 105 degree, and there is a side 2 meter. One side is given 2 meter. So there are three things given over here. One is the side given 2 meter, then an angle 30 degree, another angle 105 degree. These are the things given in the question. Page number 52, class 9, new numbers. Okay, so we will be covering these things, and the answer is as follows. Suppose let us draw a perpendicular. You can see over here we have drawn a perpendicular from the opposite vertex. Okay, so this angle will be 90 degree since it is a perpendicular. So now if we take this small triangle, if we take the smaller triangle, okay, so we are already aware, we have learned in 8th standard that sum of three angles is 180 degree. Okay, so sum of three angles in any triangle is 90 degree. So that is why we have taken this triangle, this small triangle over here. So first angle we already know it is 30 degree. Second angle, since this is a perpendicular, it would be 90 degree. So we have to find this angle now. This angle we are not aware, this small angle. Okay, so the third angle we have mentioned over here. First angle plus second angle plus third angle is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so 180 degree, if we see the first angle, if we substitute the values over here, 30 degree plus 90 degree plus the third angle is equal to 180 degree. So if we add these two terms, this first angle and second angle, we get 120, and then the third angle we are not aware, is equal to 180 degree. If we take this 120 to the opposite side of the equal to, from plus it will become minus. So that is why we have got third angle is equal to 180 minus 120. The answer is 60 degree. In this way we have got this small angle over here as 60 degree. Okay, so now we have got the smaller angle over here as 60 degree. Now since we have already got this as 60 degree, this angle, this small angle we have got, previously we have seen that we have got it's 60 degree over here. So we have mentioned 60 degree. So we have two angles, we have already got the measurement. This is 60 degree, this is 30 degree. This is, since this is a perpendicular, this is 90 degree. Okay, so now we were already given in the question that this is the total angle is 105. That means if we mark the points, suppose this is S P P Q sorry, the angle S P Q, this total angle is 105, and we have got this small angle as, okay, this small angle as 60 degree. The angle S P R we have got 60 degree. So what would be R P Q? This small angle. So that would be the total angle S P Q minus this 60 degree. Okay, so that is what we have written. The total angle is is equal to smaller angle, first smaller angle plus second smaller angle. The total angle is SPQ is 105 is mentioned in the question. Okay, so SPQ is 105, that is why we have mentioned total angle is 105. First smaller angle is 160 degree. Okay, we have mentioned over here. This second smaller angle RPQ we are not aware, so we are finding out that once the 60 degree from the opposite side are equal to jumps to the another side, it will become, the minus sign will come. So 105 minus 60 degree, we get the second smaller angle, this second smaller angle RPQ. Okay, so 105 minus 60 degree is equal to 45 degree. That is how we have got this smaller angle RPQ as 45 degree. So we have marked RPQ as 45 degree. Now this is 90 degree. Now we have to find out this smaller angle RQP. This smaller angle we have to find out. So in this triangle PQR, in this small triangle, we have two angles over here, 90 degree and this is 45 degree. 45 degree we have seen from the previous. Okay, so adding these three triangles in any triangle, the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. So adding 90 degree plus 45 degree plus this we don't know, this third angle we don't know, RQP we don't know, is equal to 180 degree. If we add 90 plus 45 we get 135, and third angle plus third angle is equal to 180 degree. If we take 135, this is a positive integer, when it goes to the opposite side of the equal to, it becomes minus. So that is how 180 minus 135. Okay, so we get once you minus 180 minus 135, you get the third angle as 45. That is how you have got PQR as 45. So now you have got, this is 90 degree, this is 45 degree and this is 45 degree. Okay, students, we had seen in the previous class question number 3, page number 52, textbook page number 52, new numbers. This is for the 9th class. The third question continuation we are doing right now. Okay, in continuation, previously we had found out that this angle 30 degree is already given in the question, and we found out 60 degree. Okay, so we found out this 60 degree, and this 45 degree also we found out, and this 45 degree over here. Okay, so these three things we have found out previously. Firstly, we found out 60 degree, then this 45 degree and this 45 degree. You have to see the previous video to understand this. We will be moving forward now. This is third question continuation. So let us suppose this small angle what we have found out, this small angle what we have found out, we can tilt this triangle in this way. Okay, this 30 degree is shown over here, this 60 degree is shown over here, this is the 60 degree, and this is the 90 degree. You can see this 90 degree. Okay, this 90 degree has got tilted over here in this diagram. Okay, and this 30 degree has got gone to this side, and this 60 degree has gone to this side. Okay, the same triangle, the small triangle. Okay, so let this side, because we are the side opposite to 30 degree, you have to see this specifically. 30 degree opposite side is, let it be x, because we don't know what it is, and we will be finding it out right now, and we will be getting the answer of the same. So x is the opposite 30 side. You have to see in the main diagram, opposite 30 side, this side opposite side would be x. Okay, and the side opposite to 60 degree, the 60 degree opposite side, let it be y. So in this diagram we have marked opposite to 60 degree y, and opposite to 30 degree, let it be x. Okay, meters, because everything is in meters. We have got in the question itself, this is 2 meter. So that is why we will be taking this as x meter and this is y meter. In this question specifically, you have to by heart something from trigonometry. You can see this table. This is from trigonometry. Now in the 10th class you will be learning this in detail. So right now you just to need you need to by heart this table. Okay, and this is the formula. Okay, sine 90 is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Always you need to remember what is hypotenuse. The side opposite to 90 degree is always hypotenuse. Okay, so these two things you need to by heart. Firstly, you need to by heart from trigonometry this table. This table shows that this is sine, this is called theta. Okay, this is sine theta. Okay, sine theta, why we have mentioned is that sometimes sine can be 0 degree, the answer would be 0. If sine 30, the answer would be half. If sine 45, the answer would be root half. If sine 60, the answer would be root 3 by 2. Okay, so this table you need to by heart and this formula you need to by heart. Sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So let's come back to the example, our example itself. So these provided you already by hearted these things, we will move forward. Okay, so this diagram, this same diagram we are taking it over here. Okay, the side opposite to 60 degree let it be y and the side opposite to 30 degree let it be x. And you can see this hypotenuse, this is the hypotenuse side is mentioned over here 2 meter. This is from the question itself. Okay, so now sine 30, what would be sine 30? Instead of theta they have taken 30. Okay, 30 degree, you have to see the table. What is sine 30? Half. Okay, this value you have to substitute over here in this equation. Before substitution, sine 30 is equal to, according to this formula, opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So here in this diagram, if you can see sine 30, so sine 30, the side opposite to sine 30, this is the opposite side. Okay, that is x. Opposite to 30 degree, opposite side is this, and hypotenuse will be opposite to the 90 degree. So that is why we have taken over here x divided by 2m. 2m is the hypotenuse and x is the opposite side. So now this is the equation, x is equal to x by 2m, x divided by 2m. When this 2m is taken to the opposite side of the equal to, this division becomes multiplication. Okay, that is why this, when it goes over there opposite side of the equal to, it becomes multiplication. That is why sine 30 is into 2m is equal to x. Now x we are not aware, but in this table you can see sine 30 is already mentioned, it is half. That is why instead of sine 30 we will be substituting this value from this table, provided you by heart this table. Okay, so half into 2m is equal to x, and this denominator and the numerator 2 will get cancelled and you will get x is equal to 1 meter. So you have got this side, x is equal to 1 meter. Okay, now you need to find out what is y. So in order to find out what is y, you can see opposite to y there is an angle 60 degree. So what would be sine 60? Sine 60 we have already got from the formula, it is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Here the opposite side to 60 would be y. Okay, that is why it is mentioned over here y. And the hypotenuse will be again this 2 meter, opposite to 90 degree. So that is why sine 60 is equal to y by divided by 2m. So this division, when it goes to the opposite side, it will become multiplication. Okay, so this will become multiplication, and sine 60 you can see from this table, root 3 by 2. So you have to substitute root 3 by 2. This would be into 2m. This numerator 2 and denominator 2 will get cancelled and you will get y is equal to root 3 meter. So you have successfully found out this is 1 meter, this is 2 meter, this is 3 meter, 3 meter, sorry, and this is 2 meter hypotenuse you have got previously. So this diagram, if you compare, you can draw over here. This is 2 meter, you have got this x is equal to 1 meter, this is 3√3 meter. Okay, so you have found out the length of the sides of this small triangle. Students, previously we had seen question number 3 itself, the continuation side, and in the continuation side we had seen that we got this √3. Okay, this as √3, this side as √3, this is 1. Okay, this is 1 meter, this is 30 degree and this is 60 degree given in the question. This small triangle is represented over here. Okay, this small triangle is represented over here, and you can see this is a larger figure just for you to see, and this comparatively bigger triangle I have drawn over here. Okay, so 45 degree and 45 degree you can see over here, 45 degree and 45 degree. Okay, this 1 meter, there is a line here over here, this 1 meter is drawn over here. You can see 45, this 1 meter, and this is 45. Okay, so there are two triangles. You can see one, the smaller triangle is over here, this is the larger triangle I have drawn over here separately for you to understand better. Okay, so we had in our previous class we had seen how we got these three sides. Okay, we got this side as √3 meter, this as 1 meter, this is 2 meter already given in the question. So we could, but just by seeing the angles we could determine the sides. So here what is the problem is that you have a larger triangle over here and there is 1 meter they are mentioned, but this side and this side has not been mentioned. That is represented by x. You can see x, and from here to here it is y. So in this is the same triangle I have separated over here. You can see this side is x and this side is y. So let us suppose the side opposite to angle 45 degree be x. So this is 45, the side opposite to the side, this side, let it be x. Okay, opposite to the 45 degree, the side from here to here it is x. X is marked over here, and the angle opposite, the side opposite to the angle 90 degree, let it be y. So this is y. This y is represented from here to here. Okay, this side, this is the y. Okay, we have assumed that one is x and one is y. Opposite to the side 45 degree is x, and opposite to the angle 90 degree, let it be y. Now we will be learning from trigonometry a new concept. Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Previously we had seen in trigonometry, this you will be studying detail in 10th standard. Okay, so here we have used a short this thing. Previously we had seen that sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will be always opposite to 90 degree. Okay, opposite side would be the angle opposite to the whatever angle it is. For example, if we take sin 45, then we will get this. Sin 45 is opposite side by hypotenuse. So sin 45 means the opposite side. Opposite side of sin 45 would be x. Hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degree. So that is how we got x by y. But by using this previous what we know, sin theta, we won't be getting the answer because x and y both we don't know. This same diagram I have drawn over here. I have tilted the diagram. You can see this 90 degree is over here and 145 degree, this 45 degree, and this 45 degree is marked over here. So same, this diagram has been tilted over here, and this X is over here opposite to the 45 degree angle, and opposite to the 90 degree angle there is Y. This same diagram is tilted over here. So by using sin theta, we won't be getting the answer, just we will get X and Y, and X and Y we won't be able to find out anything. So that is why we are using tan theta. Tan theta is again trigonometry itself. You will be learning in detail in 10th standard. You have just to learn this formula, opposite side by adjacent side. Now you will ask me, what is adjacent side? Opposite side we have seen in sin theta. Adjacent side is the side opposite to the hypotenuse, that is the adjacent side. This, if we take tan 45, the opposite side would be X. Okay, so you have to put X, and the adjacent side would be opposite to the hypotenuse. Okay, so opposite to the hypotenuse is 1 meter. Okay, so this 1 meter we have substituted, and tan 45 is equal to X by 1 meter. So tan 45, you can see this table you need to by heart. Okay, this is theta. Theta means the angles. It can be 0, it can be 30, it can be 40, 60 and 90. So if tan theta is 0, then the answer is 0. If tan theta is 30, the answer is 1 by root 3. If tan theta is 45, the answer is 1. If tan theta is 60, then the answer is root 3. If tan theta is 90, the answer is not defined. So this table you need to by heart. Okay, once you by heart it, you will get from the table itself that tan 45 is 1. So you have substituted from the table that tan 45 is 1. Okay, is equal to X divided by 1 meter. So if you cross multiply, this is 1 itself. 1 into 1, you will get X is equal to 1. So you have successfully found out what is X. Now you need to find out what is Y. This same diagram has been drawn over here. This is X. So this is 1 meter. You have got it from here. Now in this same diagram, what is over here, you have to find out what is Y. Since you have already found out what is X, now you need to find out what is Y. Here you will be using sine 45. This sine 45 is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. We had learned previously. This is trigonometry. Sine 45 is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So sine 45 opposite side would be 1 meter. You have to write our numerator 1 meter divided by this hypotenuse is the side opposite to the angle 90 degree. Okay, so it would be Y. So this you have got sine 45 is equal to 1 meter by Y. This Y, if you take to the opposite side, the division will get multiplication. Okay, that is why Y into sine 45 is equal to 1 meter. Now you had seen in previous table we had by hearted that this sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So Y into 1 by root 2 is equal to 1m. So Y is equal to 1. This 1 by root 2, if you take to the opposite side, this multiplication will get divided. So that is why the whole upon 1 by root 2. So this is whole upon. When this is taken on top, it will be root 2. Okay, this multiplication, when it is taken to the opposite side, it will get division itself. So 1 meter divided by 1 by root 2 is the same like this shown, and when this is reciprocated, it will become root 2. So you have got what is Y, root 2 meter. This is M, 1 meter, and this is 1 meter. Okay, so you have got most of all sides now. So now you need to find out the final answer, what is the perimeter. So this you have got 1 meter, this is root 3 meter,
this is this is 2 meter, and this is root 2 meter. Okay, so you have to add all the sides, that is called the perimeter. So first side, if you go adding, you have to add this root 3 plus 1 meter. Root 3 meter plus 1 meter is root 3 itself, and then plus root 2, okay, plus 2 meter. So if you add all this, root 3 you are already aware is 1.732 meter. Root 2 we had learned in decimal forms, that is 1.14 meter plus root plus 2m. So if you add all of this, you will get this 6.146 meter. That is the perimeter of this triangle.